Hello and boom shakalaka to everyone in the World Wide Web of distraction. This is Lee Rice reporting live for YouTube from Makarska, Croatia. So I'm now on my second day playing here. Before here, I played in a place called Gradac, which was very, very beautiful. I camped on the beach the 2 nights there, and last night I camped on the beach here. I woke up to a beautiful sunrise. I heard some noise outside the tent, so it was a little bit distracting, but it was a good sleep overall. So, it's a very beautiful place where I am now. I was here 2 years ago, and yeah, it's very, very beautiful. I know, I think I played about 3 hours this morning, or 2.5 or something like this. I've had a couple of coffees, and up to now, maybe I played 4 or 5 hours yesterday, and maybe, like I say, 2.5 hours today. And up to now, in all of this time, there's a reasonable amount of people around, walking around. In all of this time up to now, maybe 6 hours of playing here, only one smartphone user has stopped. In Gradac, in 2 days of playing there, not one single smartphone user stopped. So my job, I did a live session yesterday, but the battery went on the laptop faster than I wanted it to. I imagined it would. How's it going? Dobry. So yeah, it was a little bit frustrating. I wanted to do a full live stream. It was my first one for 6 months. So I decided now, while I'm in the shade and I've got reasonable internet, that I'd do a live performance again. I broke my last guitar pick. I lost my main one day. I've looked everywhere for it. And I've got no new strings until I get to the next city, Split. So I just have to deal with the situation is that I don't have new strings and I really need them. But anyway, I thought I'd do a live performance mainly for friends and family to see me performing really for the first time in ages. Yesterday I checked the stream, it was only 8 minutes and I was talking for most of that. So today the battery is considerably better than it was yesterday. So I should be able to do about half an hour live performance and take it from there. So it's been a while actually. I said yesterday, it's maybe 6 months since I last did a live stream. And since I left the anti-social media websites, Facebook and Twitter, then, life is better. Much better. I don't have a smartphone anymore, so I'm no longer disconnected from reality, like the vast majority of people that aren't present walking past me every day. I don't want to harp on about it, but, I've been doing this job a long time, and I think it's a very fair statement to say that the technology of smartphones is incredible. I'm not taken away from that. The problem being, for my job, and certainly from my own observations, is that when we're in smartphone world, the rest of the world is missed completely. Real conversation, real interaction, nature, real friendship. And I've watched us for a long time, a long, long, long time now, in 533 towns and cities, in 31 countries. I'll never go back to having a smartphone myself, but I wouldn't take away from the incredible technology of what it is. The problem is the addiction to social media has killed the eyes, hearts and spirits of the vast majority of people, and people just don't see, hear or feel because they're not present. So yeah, it's made my job majorly more difficult. And now in maybe 18 hours, 17, 18 hours of playing in the last 4 days, to imagine that only one single smartphone user has stopped in all of that time. I did similar kind of social experiments in Kenya and Crete. I played 50 hours over the maybe 10 days I played. Many people walked past. It was quiet, it was out of season, but in the whole of that time, in 50 hours, I only convinced 4 smartphone users to stop. So So I see the problem. Maybe many people want to ignore the problem or not accept the problem, and maybe they prefer to live in a 1% view of life, which is what I see it as now, a 1% view, and all of the rest is missed. So this is a new song I wrote very recently called Ever Since My Eyes Were Opened, which I could also rename Ever Since I Sold My Smartphone. That would also be a good title. I play for the diamonds, I play for the spades, I play for the hearts and clubs, I play for the children, I stand for all it's good. I play for the moon, I play for the stars, I'm all too often misunderstood. I play for the children, I stand for all it's good. I play for the children, I stand for all it's good. I've been seeing well, I broke the spell, ever since my eyes were open. I play for the sea, I play for the sand, I'd walk on water if I could. For the children, they're not stuck in the mud. I've been seeing well, so very, very well, ever since my eyes were opened. I've been seeing well, I broke the anti-social media spell, ever since my eyes were opened. I play for the diamonds, I play for the spades, I play for the hearts and clubs, I play for the children, I stand for all it's good. I play for the children, I stand for all it's good. I've been seeing well, so very, very well, ever since my eyes were. So during that song, maybe 5 smartphone users walked past. They didn't look up for 1 second, not 1 second. Maybe I should turn the camera the other way to show the people watching. I'm not going to do, maybe only about half an hour for this. And hopefully oh yeah, Mother, if you didn't see yesterday's performance, I think the webcams, the signal seems a little bit stronger today. So just to say, I hope you're getting better. You told me in an email you are. So yeah, it's, my job has become very, very challenging. Crazy. Like literally 98% of the people walking past are on their phones. The chances of reaching them, I've just said before the last song, 18 hours, only one person on their phone, maybe 18 hours of playing, only one smartphone user has stopped. I said yesterday as well, I'm not saying this about me. I've watched many street artists in the same scenario, world-class street artists, and the vast majority of people don't hear, see, or feel a single word. And there's plenty of examples of that on YouTube as well. Anyway, I carry on. So this is called Life of an Honest Man. It's another kind of recent song. I started out with innocence, I made many mistakes, especially in my early years. Life of an honest man. It took a long time to find my way. I found passion and love along the way. Life of an honest man. I've been rejected and judged at least a million times. Eyes were finally open to all those pantomimes. Life of an honest man. I found nature and I fell in love. I get to see the beauty in every movement, a gift from above. Where love is real and true. Life of an honest man. I've made friends in every nation, regardless of race, nationality, or beliefs. I've made brothers and sisters in every single land, 31 countries, 533 towns and cities. Life of an honest man. I feel pain and I feel heartache. I battle with my own demons, especially tobacco, which I'm pretty sure's the devil, but each to their own. Life of an honest man. You wouldn't believe what I've seen. You wouldn't believe what I've seen. You wouldn't believe what I've seen. Life of an honest man. I find myself fighting constantly for what my heart can't keep inside. Still, at least I get to see the truth, the beauty, and the innocence inside the child's eyes. The life of an honest man. They hear my songs. Well, they hear my songs connected to their smartphones, and it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever which song I do, they'll still carry on. Life of an honest man. Life of an honest man. I wait for the bells to finish, of course. I keep on looking at the wrong camera. I got a webcam now. It's much better video quality than the laptop webcam. Okay, I think the battery's going okay. Mainly this is for my brother and mother to see. Yeah, the battery's okay. It's nice to do a live performance every now and again. I said on yesterday's one, it's the first one I did maybe for 6 months. And one friend from Norway asked if I can do more. And I guess I can, when possible. So it keeps on flashing up occasionally saying the connection's unstable, so this might be a little bit choppy at times. And next I try another new song called Wild and Free. I got a 12-string and a gypsy riding next to me. I got a road that lies behind and a heart that's wild and free. I'm hands free. I'm wild and free. I got a body built for fighting, though it's broken, I'm wild. Now I dust away the cobwebs from the other called doubt. I'm wild and free. I'm hands free. I've risen from a deep sleep. My eyes are really mine. How I wish you'd find a moment. How I wish you'd take the time to see. I'm hands free. I'm eyes free. Wild and free. Waits before me, eyes locked to the ground. I'm hands free. I'm heart free. I've risen from a deep sleep. My eyes are really how I wish you'd find a moment. How I wish you'd take the time to see. Wild and free. I'm eyes free. I'm hands free. Wild and free. Hello. I have to laugh to keep me sane. The only people that notice going past because of smartphone obsession, addiction, madness is the children, by and large. But that's okay. I have some songs about it. I just wrote this one the day before yesterday in Gradac. Stopped the whole time I was there. Not one. Next to me, nearly everyone's taken their smartphones out to take pictures, but the child noticed. I understand they're taking the smartphone out to take a picture because simply it is very, very beautiful. The taking of pictures isn't the problem. The addiction to the social media is the problem. Okay, so it's called Sapphire Kings. Oh, there's a woman doing a kind of speech next to me, so I'm going to wait because that's how I roll. Yeah.